Hello, Art of Podcast listeners. Welcome to summer of 2023. And as is our tradition as a community, it is the summer solstice. So we are getting together for a special episode. I want to reintroduce you to a guest. So since I've been doing this podcast, I will be frank with listeners. I don't know why I decided these summer solstice and winter solstice episodes were a good idea. I myself am an amateur astronomer, so I do watch the skies and I love astrology. But something about this time of year, my whole life just seems really special. The summer, the peak of summer, and the depths of winter. So we've done this for 3 years, I think. So it's always a nice time to like take a break, get back together, do something special. So for this episode, I am so happy. I think we're all so happy that we're having a guest who's going to assist, augment, hold space for our summer solstice practice. So I do hope as you're getting ready to settle in and listen, a couple pieces of advice. One, you'll want to probably download this so that you can listen when the time's right and you're comfortable and you're not distracted. And then secondly, maybe listen to this throughout the summer. Oh, and third, before you settle in, you may want to set an intention because we're having back Kathy Harmon-Luber. She is a sound healer and a Reiki master, and you can find more about her at her website, sufferingtothrive.com. You might also want to get a copy of her book, which is available on Amazon, which is Suffering to Thriving, Your Toolkit for Navigating Your Healing Journey, How to Live a More Healthy, Peaceful, and Joyful Life. So this will be Kathy's third appearance on the show. And I asked her to come back because each show, there just seems to be so much amazing feedback, so much engagement. And it is a combination of her sharing her talent, sharing her intuition. So I asked her if she could help us with our summer solstice practice, and she said yes. So thank you so much. Let's get ready. Kathy, welcome back to the Art of Healing podcast. Thank you so much for coming back and being the star and the healer for the summer solstice episode.
Oh, thank you, Charlize. It is so good to be back with you again. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much. So listeners, we are so lucky that Kathy could come back. If you haven't heard her previous episodes, I suspect you have if you're a podcast listener. I would definitely recommend downloading, listening to those. But for this episode, Kathy has agreed to hold space for our summer solstice healing that we do every year. So as we're settling in, I'm going to let you listeners know that Kathy's going to take over. I have set my own intention for this healing. So maybe you listeners want to do that intention as well, if that's okay with you, Kathy. But
Absolutely.
I'm going to turn the episode over to Kathy and I'll be back with you guys in a minute. Thanks, Kathy. You got the mic.
All right. Thank you, Charlize. And welcome, everyone. This is the summer solstice, and this is a really significant time for all of us because, what it means in a nutshell is the sun has reached the highest point in the northernmost sky, which means it's the longest day, as we know, and the shortest night. And in nature, our gardens, the seeds we planted in the springtime are blossoming, hopefully, our spring intentions are blossoming as well with all of this beautiful summertime light. So now is a really great time for us to sort of dive deep and celebrate and honor the light within each of us, to let it shine, to let it radiate out into the world, to nourish the seeds we planted in the springtime around the equinox, all of our intentions, and to stoke our inner fire of creativity. And when we look at the medicine wheel, or the four directions, if you will, the compass direction of summer is south, and this is symbolized by transformation, finding your purpose and your direction in life. And just as the sun has reached its zenith in the sky, at the summer solstice, now is a time for all of us to gain a higher perspective and reflect on a bigger meaning of our lives and where we wish to focus our energy today, over the summer, and for the rest of the year ahead. So today I'd like to guide us in a radiant light, visualized meditation to help us align and integrate the energies of the summer solstice. And as we begin, take 3 deep breaths, big belly breaths, and relax into that. And as you exhale, release any worries that you have today. Let go of anything you've been carrying that no longer serves you in this moment. Let go of worries and fears, any negativity or anger, or other people's problems. Whatever is not serving you right now, just take a breath, and when you exhale, let it all go. Just relax. And now take a moment to think about an intention you'd like to set for the rest of the summer, or rest of the year, if you like. Are there seeds of intention you planted in the spring that need more nourishing now? Perhaps you wish to embody more light as you move through your days. Or do you crave to harness more creative energy and channel it into your art or music, yoga, dance, gardening, poetry, or even your cooking? What's your intention? And remember, the feeling is the frequency. Deeply feel into your intention. What will it feel like when your intention is fulfilled? Embody that right now. Hold that feeling in your heart. So now imagine that in your belly, there are these lovely, gentle, little green tendrils of roots. Send them down through your hips, down your legs, through the soles of your feet, down through the floor, down into Mother Earth. Put your roots further and further down into the moist and nurturing earth, past the tree roots, ancient rocks and crystals, underground rivers. Those little roots are going deep into the core of the planet. And as you inhale your next breath, breathe up through those little roots. The beautiful, warm summertime energy that Mother Earth gives to you, and bring it up through your legs into your belly, and feel it radiate all through your body, all the way down to your fingertips. Really visualize that beautiful light energy of summertime all through your body. And now through your crown chakra at the top of your head, a luminous golden white light streams down from the sun into your body, mixing with that beautiful earth energy that you've inhaled. And it permeates every cell of your beautiful being. Your entire body is filled with this beautiful, radiant sunlight and earth light. And visualize an open, unblocked channel of energy all through the core of your body, rising up from the earth and down from the sun. This radiant, swirling light shines both within you and as a torus surrounding you, something like a protective bubble or an egg of golden white light. Bathed in this luminous light, feel your heart gently unfurl. Feel it blossom like a flower and expand with every breath. It's safe for your heart to open here. It's safe for it to open to these rich gifts of summertime. And just be in this moment of radiant light. Listen deeply. What is your heart whispering to you? Just relax and listen. And as I drum for a minute, just keep breathing and feel the energy of this trance rhythm. It's a rhythm of light and transformation. It's a rhythm of inspiration and creativity. A rhythm for manifesting all of the infinite possibilities ahead of you. Feel this rhythm in your heart. What is it whispering to you? And as we get ready to come back to our bodies, imagine for a minute, what would it feel like if every day you were able to embody this feeling of light and creativity, this feeling of inspiration and imagination and energy? What is the one thing you could do every day to hold this radiant light in your life and in your heart? How can you integrate it? How will you anchor it so it becomes a practice of radiant light all summer long and throughout your life? As we end our time together in this space of radiant light that surrounds us, there is only sacredness. And perhaps you wish to adopt this as your mantra for summertime, as I have. My mantra is this: before me, only sacredness. Before me, only sacredness. And when you're ready to come back to your body, wiggle your fingers and toes. Open your eyes and welcome back. Take a moment to write down any insights you might have had. Welcome back and bright blessings.
Kathy, thank you so much. I had a lot, and we'll talk. We'll
Oh,
talk.
good.
I had a lot. Hopefully, you listeners can take a moment to reflect, journal down your insights from this amazing healing. For the listeners that have just had so much benefit from this session with you now, Kathy, how can they find you, especially if they feel like it's time to continue this journey and they need to get more of this? Where is the best place to find you?
Oh, thank you, Charlize. Yes, that would be at my website, sufferingtothriving.com. There, listeners can learn about the Reiki work and the sound healing work that I do, as well as connect with me on social media.
And also, Kathy has an amazing book that I've read that I have shared with my patients because of her journey.
Oh, thank
And
you.
where can they find your book, Kathy?
Also at my website, but on Amazon and barnesandnoble.com.
So, listeners, in your show notes, I will make sure to put links to Kathy's book. I will put links to Kathy's website, especially if you are getting ready to work with her. I think that these sound healing sessions are just simply miraculous. So, Kathy, speaking for the listeners, thank you so much gratitude. Thank you.
Thank you, Charlize. The pleasure was entirely mine.
So, if you've enjoyed that episode, please share with your friends and family, share on social media, leave me a review. It really helps a small podcast like this if you leave a review on the platform that you're listening on. So, as we conclude this summer solstice episode, the Art of Healing podcast will be back July 3rd of 2023. We'll have new guests. It'll be the 5th season. I do have a few announcements as we're getting ready for that new season. HealingArtsHealthAndWellness.com is very much still my home for Reiki, for meditation. It's where we can interact online. My courses, if you are ready to start your Reiki journey or your meditation journey. But I have been working like a busy bee to get ready to transition my medical practice and to work with patients in a fantastic new way. Work with patients who are ready to invest in their health. So if you are interested, I would recommend you look for drcharlize.com. This is my website for my functional and integrative medicine practice that, although can't include all places, can include quite a few, and going to work out some ways I can work with individuals even beyond the integrative and functional medicine practice. My practice will be to heal root cause. So we will combine the technology of functional medicine, and then we will also combine the open-mindedness of integrative medicine, because you'll also get me as a Reiki master. So cool. So go to drcharlize.com for updates on that. I will see you in July. Thank you.